It's Tri-City Sports Now. You got Billson here, Marky Billson, your voice of choice for a new generation of Tri-City sports fans. And you heard the transfer coming in from to ETSU from Southeast Missouri State, so I get an OVC guy. LeDarrius Brewer, 6'5" guard. He won't play next year. You heard they said 13 points. Actually, 13.6, so it's more 14 points a game. But, you know, another transfer coming in. So, you know, the Bucks at guard will figure to be, that'll be Hodges' senior season. And so then you will have Brewer out there as well. I think won't Good also be in his senior year? So, not this year, but the next, the Bucks figure to be really stacked at guard, which many think the Tennessee Volunteers are too. But then again, you know, there won't be any Jerome Rodriguez. It's Corley's stat. I think Corley does have some time, you know, and all this, so they should be pretty good. Anyway, a nice pickup for ETSU. Although, well, let's ask this. You know, Steve Forbes has always said, I want to play with a center. It's important to have a center in tournament play. Then again, since he's been at ETSU, he's won one tournament. Postseason, that is. And so, what are they doing? We see the national title game. We hear what Western Carolina is doing with Prosser, Mark Prosser. And he's talking about a positionless team. It seems like that's the way basketball is going. Could ETSU be going that way? Could that be a sign, what with the addition of Brewer, not for next season, he's transferring in from Southeast Missouri, but rather for 2021 and beyond. So he'll have 2 years of eligibility remaining. So he'll be there in 2021 and 21-22. He'll also be there in 2020. It's not the only ETSU news that has come out. The Buccaneers released their soccer schedule at the beginning of the day. And, you know, the one key matchup is Kentucky. Out of the SEC comes to Johnson City Saturday, October the 5th at 7:30 p.m. There will be road games when you're looking at big-time opponents. You know, in the past, ETSU really made a name for themselves in soccer a couple of years ago with Bo Oshini when they defeated the top-ranked North Carolina Tar Heels on the road. But there'll be a game this year on October 8th at NC State. Virginia Commonwealth, by the way, will be the third game of the year, and that's August 20th. And the game that I want to see start off the basketball season every year. It started off Ed DeChillis' career, but I think it should start off the basketball season every year. I think this would be a great rivalry to have. I mean, sign a 10-year home-and-home contract with them. I really mean it, because not only is it a geographic rival, it's a cultural rival too. Johnson City and Asheville, those are 60 miles apart, a lot longer culturally or politically or whatever. But yes, the Buccaneers will travel to Asheville and take on the Bulldogs, UNCA. That will start their season 6 p.m. August the 19th. A month before the year, and the soccer schedule is now completed. Observations here, by the way, there's also, Old Dominion on September the 2nd. There'll be, Norfolk. Then, in addition, NC State going on the road. The SEC, the Southern Conference opponents, they'll go on the road to play Appalachian State on October 1st. The Mountaineers, however, do not come into Johnson City, but the Kentucky Wildcats do, as I said before, Saturday, October the 5th at 7:30. That's going to be a day of ETSU, because I believe that's the day, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the day that ETSU is going to host Wofford in football. That'll be an afternoon game, and then you'll have the song. But you can gorge yourself on ETSU sports in Johnson City. And I think that ETSU Wofford game might be the game of the year in the Southern Conference. And this will be the glamour matchup, the big name team. Now, last year there were no major conference teams that came into Johnson City. The year before that, Kentucky also did play at Summers-Taylor Stadium. So that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Kentucky soccer, they'll come repeatedly into Johnson City. They've got more guts, I guess, than Rick Barnes. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Otherwise, you've got the Southern Conference opponent. I'm trying to see anything else that's kind of... They go to Davidson as a soccer team. Belmont, 2 days before Halloween. That's October 29th, 7:30 game in Nashville. It's a Tuesday. So, you know, I guess the soccer... We've talked like this before. I mean, should the Otters be at Summers-Taylor Stadium? I see no reason why not. I think that would add a touch of class to the soccer community in this market and help it grow. I think it would be very beneficial for the Otters. And the complaints of, well, you will tear up the turf. Really? Your grounds crew is so incompetent they can't get grass to grow in the summer? Honest? Really? Said Otter season is over. You only have 2 months to grow grass. Usually that's enough in the middle of the summer in Tennessee. And you get more revenue because you'll be running it out to the pro team. And you'll be helping soccer grow. I see only positives. I see no negatives. If the Otters were able to use Summers-Taylor Stadium. But, yeah, Kentucky Wildcats will on October the 5th. That's the point there. All right. Other things to discuss here. We're talking about the media days at with the SEC. And, of course, we could talk a little bit. We're going to get to a little baseball. It has been a wonderful series for the Milwaukee Brewers. It's as if, you know, the old school Milwaukee fans have risen up and said that the Braves will pay for abandoning their series. Okay, maybe I'm just a little too much into baseball history. But, yeah, another victory for the Braves. Of course, Braves' lead is still relatively healthy in the division. So, maybe it's not the end of the world there. I do have this sound bite, however. Let's see, what do we got here with the baseball? Yeah, this is riveting radio, isn't it? And all that. We'll get a little bit more as the show goes on with baseball. I've got a few notes. I've got actually some trade rumors and some players coming off from injury that might be of interest to the pennant race as well as fantasy football, listen to me, not fantasy football, fantasy baseball players. So think about that here. Want to also, though, mention these things. Want to talk a little bit about Asian House for the ads. We haven't talked about them that much in this week. They're back open. They're open today. They've got a lunch menu that begins at $5.99, which is rather impressive. And it's even more impressive when you mention my name, because then you get 10% off. I'm Marky Billson. You're listening to 1420 WEMB Sports Radio. Tom always takes care of you, but you know, it is now summer picnic season. And there's always this always used to happen with me, where summer picnic season, okay, you buy too much meat. And then you don't know what to do. And then, you know, it's the idea of defrosting the meat that you haven't had before. And then not enough people show up. Too many people show up. You don't know what to, and after a while, the burgers are sticking to the grill. So why not have a hot dog and all that? And then you realize you're having hot dogs, and do we have enough bun? You're now, you know, you don't have enough buns, and you're, you know, asking them to roll it up in a slice of bread, and that's never good. Or, you're, you know, raw, and you burn your fingers and all this. And who really likes potato salad? And here's what you do. You want to have a real popular picnic. You want to have a real popular get-together in the backyard, on your patio, on the blanket, what have you, remember Asian House Catering. Because Chinese food is going to be such a hit. And you go there, and like I said, Tom will really take care of you. They'd love to cater your event. You're going to find that it'll be unique, it'll be cosmopolitan, it'll be different, it'll be popular, and it's not going to set you out a whole lot of money either. And then you don't have to, oh geez, I burned the meat. And everybody thinks they're the greatest grill master in the world. Until they actually start, wait a minute, we don't have any charcoal. I can't get the charcoal to light. Wait a minute, how long? I don't want to wait 2 hours for the charcoal. No, you don't do it when the flame is going. You go when the embers are great. Well, there won't be enough heat. No, there will be. Well, I don't want to, when you get the embers here. How long until the fire goes up? I don't want to put my house on fire. Asian House. I'm telling you. Catering. They'll take care of you. It'll be a real popular choice. Take it from me, Marky Billson, who'll give you 10% off when you go down there. Where is Asian House? Well, do these things. Go asianhouse.com. Look them up on the net. Okay? Look them up on the net. Go asianhouse.com. You'll see the menu. You'll see the hours. You'll see the prices that I can lower for you by mentioning your name. Or, yeah, we're right there on West Market Street. Like you're going to Jonesboro from Johnson City. It's right there off of Leisure Lane. The shops in West Market, about a mile down from the State of Franklin West Market Street intersection. About a mile down from there, like you're going to Jonesboro. And enjoy it. It is right there. They have not only the best Chinese food, but the best Japanese food. And if you're really looking for your late lunch right now, let me tell you about sushi, because it's high in protein. It's not going to give you that at 3 where you want to go to bed. You know, no, you're going to be good for the rest of the day. So remember it, Asian House right there, shops in West Market, on the way to Jonesboro, or on the way to Johnson City if you're coming from Jonesboro. Tell them Marky Billson sent you on 1420 WEMB Sports Radio, which can also be heard at jetbroadcasting.live, and you'll get 10% off. When we come back, Athlon Sports has ranked the top 25 in the FCS. Where's ETSU? Are they there?